So natural disaster survival has been around for a very long time. But what you might not know is that there is a lot of secrets and Easter eggs in some of these games. And basically in this video, I'm going to be going through all of the Easter eggs that have been found at this moment, including one that just got added to the game, and that's honestly the best one, and I'm saving it right for the end of the video, so you better stay tuned. Now the first one that I'm going to touch on that you probably already knew has to do with the prison panic map. If you didn't know this, you got to be new to the game, but basically if you go in this room and you step on this weird orange pad thingy, you can actually become a prisoner, and it even gives you your own mugshot. Look at me, look at my number. And what you might not have known is that you can actually escape from your cell by just zooming out and clicking on it. It's pretty easy. But here's what you didn't know about this map. If you aren't a prisoner and you actually manage to get to the roof of the building, you can see there's two really weird looking thingies at the top. Well, they're actually ropes, and if you click on them, it sets, or it makes that weird noise, but it sets down a rope that goes down to the prisoners. So say if you're a prisoner in here, you can actually use this rope to escape the prison. And then you use this rope right here, which goes down all the way to the edge of the prison. And that way, if you're a prisoner, you can climb down safely without killing yourself and escape whatever fire is going on in here. Now, another one that most people know, and I don't even know if it's actually featured, it's most likely a glitch. But let's say you just pick a random seat in this map. Let's say this seat right here. And then the disaster comes. Oh, meteor shower, so scary. Oh my gosh, it actually almost hit me. Yeah, but if you manage to survive all the way till the end of the disaster, and you just stay sitting down, as long as you're sat down when the disaster ends, you end up staying on the island. Even when the map disappears and it clears up for the next map, and even when that next map spawns, you still stay on the map. Now, say you get the map Factory Frenzy. It's a pretty new map and it actually has some pretty new features. But there's actually an Easter egg hidden in this map. Now, it's definitely more fun when there's actually other players in the game, but I'm on a private server. But what you might not have known about this map is there's an Employee of the Year thing right over here, and it just displays this random cat on it. It's probably Stickmaster Luke's own cat, but who knows? But if you're the first person to touch this, you actually become the Employee of the Year. You can actually see this in some of my past videos. Somebody touches it before me and becomes Employee of the Year. Employee of the Year? Why doesn't it show my avatar on there? I don't know. I guess that's a pretty interesting Easter egg. I should probably get out of here. Now, probably everybody knows that you can actually lift off the rocket that's in Launchland, and you actually get a really cool looking badge from it. But for some reason, most people don't know how to do it. Now, it kind of requires team effort, but to be the one actually escaping, you have to be in the rocket and you have to press this button right here. But it's still stationary, so how do you actually leave? Well, first, you have to detach the bridge and it'll just fall down just like that. Second, you have to go over to whatever the hell this thing is, and you have to click this button, which detaches the top part, and then this button, which detaches the bottom part, and then the rocket actually lifts off. And it lifts off pretty clean. Look at it go. It's going straight up. Unfortunately, if you're the one clicking those buttons, you don't actually get to escape with the rocket. And so, oh shoot. But yeah, that's just for those who are struggling to actually lift off the rocket, and you know, their rocket always ends up looking like this or something. Now, the next one is with the map Coastal Quick Stop. Now, most people when they get this map, they always like to go to the top of the lighthouse, but that is not the strategy. There's actually a really good hiding spot in this map that not many people know about, and it's right over here. See, this isn't just an ordinary well, and if you fall in it, most people think you'll die, and that's only partly the case. If you're really good at falling in holes, you can actually catch yourself on this bucket right here, which is right next to the water. And this is actually a really good spot to hide for most disasters, just as long as you don't get a flash flood. Yeah, I might be cooked. Yeah, you can't escape. So if you get a flash flood, you're pretty done for. Now, before I show you this final Easter egg, which is honestly the greatest thing they've ever added to this game, I want to give an honorable mention to something that kind of used to be an Easter egg. Now, for this next Easter egg, we're going to have to travel back to the old natural disaster survival. Let's just say 2015, since I guess that's how far back this thing goes for some reason. And now, let's play. Let me sign in first, then I'll play for you guys. Now, back in the old natural disaster survival, which I traveled back to just for this video, there used to be this weird NPC figure, which I like to call Bob. Now, Bob in and of itself wasn't an Easter egg. He was actually an in-game feature until about 2018 when they horribly removed him from his precious spot on the island. But what is a secret that you probably didn't know about old natural disaster survival is that whenever there's an earthquake, if you manage to stand on Bob, you're actually immune to the earthquake. For some reason, Bob just doesn't have all of this going on. And back in old natural disaster survival, that's what a lot of people used to do during earthquakes, as you can see with what's happening right now. But this was an amazing feature, and I feel so horrible that Bob has been just removed from his home and deported off to whoever knows elsewhere. But yeah, as long as the house doesn't come over and collapse on you or something, you're pretty good standing on Bob. Now this last Easter egg, what I saved best for last, isn't actually in a map. It's in the spawn. This is a really new Easter egg that was added, but right over here, if you notice, you can actually click on the spawn middle point, whatever the hell you call this. And it's this weird elevator thing. I've never actually looked into this. I just saw this on TikTok, and I've never actually been down here, so this is my first impression. So it looks like some weird studio room. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Is this like a nuclear reactor? There seems to be a bunch of pipes everywhere. This thing is floating, I guess. But let's go up these stairs. Let's not make any judgments. Now, what is this? Oh my gosh, it's an exact replica of 4 of the maps. All right, let's start off with the high school, since school's almost over. What does this button do? Oh, okay, it's just a blizzard, I think. I think that's a blizzard, and this is a meteors. Okay, and then there's a sandstorm and a flood, and is this another flood? Oh, it's a volcano. Why is the volcano on the island? Whatever, I'm not complaining as long as the school is getting destroyed. It seems to just be like a simulation of all of the disasters. So this is a thunderstorm. This is this supposed to be an earthquake? What the hell is this? This seems to be a fire. This seems to be acid rain. This looks like a tornado. This is a... What the hell is this? Is this a virus? I don't know. That's the most boring disaster anyways. Let's see what this is. Ooh, tsunami. And then the final one, yep, an avalanche. Now, it doesn't actually destroy anything, but you can basically control the disasters on all of these maps. But wait, can I lift off this rocket? Is it just sitting here? Oh shoot, wait, I can stand in here. Wait, I can survive the disasters too. Wait, look at me. Look at this little tsunami. Ooh, tsunami does nothing to me. So basically, you could just play as a god on all of these maps and just do literally whatever you want. I feel like this is adding some sort of lore to natural disaster survival. Like this is the control room where God controls all the disasters or something. I feel like Game Theory needs to make a natural disaster survival video, but I guess I'm gonna end it off here. I don't see any other Easter eggs over here. I don't know, it seems pretty interesting, but I think that's it for the video. Like and subscribe. Goodbye.